welcome to The Right Life with me, Elaine Collier. Today I want to recommend a book to you. Before we go any further, let me just say that I am not a book reviewer. I don't feel I have the right to critique somebody else's hard work, and therefore I don't want to review. But what I do want to do is recommend books that I've read and really enjoyed. So we're going to start this little section off with the first book that I've read, and one that I really enjoyed and I kind of didn't expect to in a way, but it grew on me and I had to keep reading and I had to see it through to the bitter end, as it were, and I loved it. I really did love this book. But anyway, let's start with what the book is called. This is, I hope you can see it, but I'll pop the picture up down below for you as well. It's called Destination Maisie and it's by Mel Frances, and it is just a wonderful story. It's about Maisie and her adventure through life and finding sadness and joy and happiness and humour and all of that in the story. And this story begins in the 1960s when Maisie was born in a London nursing hospital. Now, that in itself drew me to the book, the 1960s. It's my era. Although I was born in the 50s, the 60s I grew up in, and so I can relate to that. And in a London hospital, I can certainly relate to that because I was born in London. So there was my start. That was, this might be a good read. But Maisie was adopted, and 16 years after her adoption, she discovers a letter from her birth mother and sets on a mission to find her and her long-lost family, and that takes her to Manchester. She finds her mother, she finds sisters, and the journey continues. But then sometime later she discovers that her father was actually Greek and was born in Crete. And that's when Maisie's real fun journey begins, because encouraged by her granddaughter, the pair of them set off on a journey to Crete to find the missing father. Now again, this resonates with me because I love Greece. I love all the Greek islands and have had some fantastic holidays in the Greek islands. And indeed, my first fiction book was set in Greece, in Rhodes and in Symi and a few other little islands. So I have this big thing with Greece. So I set off with Maisie and her granddaughter, and I was not disappointed at all. So I'm not going to tell you what happens next. I think that's for you to find out. But this whole story very soon had me gripped, and I wanted to know more. And for me, it's not only about Maisie finding her family that she was looking for, her Greek family. She found her roots, but she found a lot more as well. But it's also about her granddaughter, and she found herself during that journey with her grandmother. And it's a lovely story of how those relationships came together and how some relationships work and others don't. And it doesn't matter whether you are blood family or not. They just are what they are. It's a heartwarming story. The characters are lovely. I love the characters in there. And it is the story about a woman tripped to the past to find her past, but finding her future on that journey as well. So please do have a read, Destination Maisie by Mel Frances, and I'll leave the links and everything below. I hope you won't be disappointed. I certainly wasn't. And if you love this story, then the best thing you can do for all of us authors, and especially us indie authors, is to leave a review and recommend it to your friends. That's it for now. So here again, Destination Maisie. That's the book you're... Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of shine from the window. That's the book you're looking for. And I'll leave a picture and details in the description below. Thanks for listening, and talk to you again really soon. Bye.